ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यभिमहायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Page 59 Karika 15 अन्यथा गृह्णतः स्वप्नः निद्रा तत्त्वमजानतः विपर्यासे तयोः क्षीणे तुरीयं पदमश्नुते. Bhashyakara says on page 60, we already started the Bhashyam. Page 60 in Bhashyam, page line number 3. अतः तयोः कार्यकारणस्थानयोः अन्यथा ग्रहणलक्षण विपर्यासे कार्यकारणबन्धरूपे परमार्थतत्त्व प्रतिबोधतः क्षीणे तुरीयं पदमश्नुते तद् उभयलक्षणं बन्धरूपं तत्र अपश्यन् तुरीये निश्चितो भवति इत्यर्थः. So in the first line of this 15th Karika, Gaudapada ji pointed out that this Vishwa contains two unreal factors. Same Turiya, but it is now with this association with two unreal factors, he is called Vishwa. And what are those two things? That only is mentioning Bhashyam. Bhashyakara is mentioning. And that is, one is ignorance and other is misconception. Taijasa also will be the same Turiya alone with association with two unreal factors is called Taijasa. And that is ignorance, self-ignorance of course, Turiya ignorance, Tattva Grahanam, etc. and misconception. Prajna consists only one, that is ignorance only. So these first three padas as such, in the first three padas, this ignorance and misconceptions are there and they are unreal, So both of them are superimposed on Turiya only, and therefore we should remember Turiyam is the Adhisthana. The locus of the Adhyaropa is called Adhisthana. So Vishwa is definitely misconception, means it's a projection on the Turiya. Turiya is Adhisthana. Taijasa also is a Adhyaropa, and of course born of ignorance, so that's how we said both the things, ignorance and misconception. Misconception means Adhyaropa. So Taijasa also is an Adhyaropa on the same Turiya. So therefore Turiya is Adhisthana for Taijasa also. Adhisthana means reality. And Prajna also is a Adhyaropa, the self-ignorance, just ignorance Adhyaropa. So that is also Dhyaropa on same Turiya. Turiya is Adhishthanam for Prajna also. And so basically Turiyam is a non-separate entity, well, not a separate entity located elsewhere. So Vishwa Tejas Prajna, all these three are Turiyam alone with these two unreal factors. In Prajna associated with one unreal, Vishwa Tejas are associated with two unreal. And so once we remove these unreal factors, understanding them is unreal. That's it, nothing more, nothing to be removed. Everything is ultimately Turiya. What will you remove? When you do, when you see a water on a desert, right, or on a highway in afternoon, you see a water. What will you remove? You understand it as a mithya. That's it. So you have a ignorance of that Marubhumi desert, and not only just ignorance of that, the reality, Marubhumi, but you also have a misconception in place of that. So you see a water body, etc., on the desert. So you understand basically that it is Adhyaropa. That is called removal. So this is same way Vishwa is Turiya, Tejasa is Turiya. What is required to arrive at Turiyam is removal of ignorance and misconception. And here these unreal factors, because of this Turiya is called Vishwa, Tejasa, etc. That unreal factor is in this Karika, they are it's called Viparyasa. And Viparyasa means literally mean a superimposition, mistake, but definitely it is associated with ignorance, and so we have to take both ignorance and misconception both as a Viparyasa. So Viparyase Kshine Karika. Viparyase Kshine. So Kshine means it is a Sati Saptami. Viparyase Kshine Sati. When this Viparyasa, these unreal factors are removed, Kshine means they are understood as unreal, then Kshine Sati. Atah tayoho, Bhashkara explain that part also. Atah tayoho karyakarana sthanayoho tayoho kshine sati. So kshine you will see in the Bhashyam also. Atah tayoho kshine in the second line. Well, kshine sati turiyam padam ashnute etc. is there. But tayoho means what? Viparya, that is Viparyas is a sakaranta, is a napumsakalinga, and the dvivachanam of that is Viparyase. It means dual, it's a dual. So tayoho karya karana sthanayoho. So in a karya sthanam, karya means a Vishwa and Tejasa, and karana means a Prajna. Tayoho karya karanayoho kshine. So Vishwa Tejasa Prajna means Viparyasa Kshine, and Viparyasa as such I told you Anyatha Grahanam, but definitely Agrahana Lakshanam also is there. So and Lakshanam Viparyase Bhashakara says Anyatha Grahana Tattva Agrahana Lakshana Viparyase. Lakshana in the form of, which is otherwise called Karya Karana. Vishwa Tejasa are Karya, Prajna is a Karana. So tayoho kshine sati, karya karana sthanayoho kshine sati. So once you understand that they are just superimposition upon you, you are just Turiya, which is Adhisthana, which is reality. Or you can say Anyatha Grahana, that is Vishwa Tejasa, and Tattva Agrahana, so that is a Prajna. Lakshana, which is in the form of this Tattva Agrahanam or Tattva Anyatha Grahanam, that is Viparyase. Karya Karana Bandha Rupe etc. also is been said. So Karana Bandha and Karya Bandha, which is in the form of shackles, in the form of Karya Karana, which is in the form Karana Bandha means ignorance is a shackle, and Karya is what? Misconception, that is also shackle. So Karya Karana Bandha Rupe. Bhashakara gives a lot of, we have seen already. So either you say Karya Karana Bandha Rupe, either you say Tattva Grahana, Anyatha Grahana, either you say Vishwa Tejasa and Prajna, all that. Either you say Sushupti and Swapna, right? All we have seen. So they are basically, they are unreal factors. कार्य कारण बंध रूपे, that is also saptami. So viparyas, कार्य कारण बंध रूपे विपर्यासे, adjective to viparyase, कार्य कारण बंध रूपे क्षीणे. Well, so क्षीणे means they wear out. So here means they are understood, they are negated means they are understood as a false. False means what? They will continue to be experienced. They will continue to be experienced. But what is experienced is false. That's it. Because of which what you experience, right? That's a reality. What you experience is false. What you experience is anyatha grahanam. What you experience is anyatha grahanam. That is possible because of the karana, agrahanam, tattva grahanam. That's it. So whatever you experience in even a waking state, whatever you experience in a dream state, what you experience in a deep sleep state, so-called ignorance, etc., blankness, avyaktam, unmanifest, everything is false. And therefore, that blankness alone is called ignorance, that which you experience in a deep sleep state. But you experience means all they are evident to you. That self-evident is the reality. It can never become non-evident. So the so-called unmanifest or manifest, everything is evident to you. So that is basically anyatha granam, that is superimposition. So prajna, vishwa, tejasa, all are superimposition. You are turiya, chaturtha. So kshine sati, badite sati, we can say. How will you do that? Pratibodhatah tattva pratibodha. Pratibodha means jnana. So Paramartha tattva pratibodhatah, Bhashyakara says. Paramartha tattva pratibodhatah. While knowing this Paramartha tattva, what the reality, the adhishthanam, and and so you understand this ignorance and misconception as mithya. Then what is left behind? What will happen? Turiyam padam ashnute. He will attain. Turiyam padam. Attain means any attain. Here in our case, in fact in life, what is to be attained is nothing but what is to be claimed. Yeah. What is to be attained is what is claimed. Nothing is to be attained. Because what you want to attain is already attained. Therefore you claim. Yeah. This is a joy. Nothing is to be done. You need not even get up from your chair, okay? Yeah, don't put any effort. Yeah, really, honestly. Even I would say just you appreciate it at the level of, let's say, intellect. Nothing more owning up, no problem, nothing to worry about. Even understanding and enjoying, that is moksha, okay? That nothing is to be attained. One who is in the process of attainment, he remains in the process of attainment. Yeah, that's how lives are given. Yeah, because what you really want to attain is already attained. Dharma is attained, artha is attained, kama is attained, and that's how you are free from attainment. That is moksha. That is moksha. This is joy. Okay? So anyway, Turiyam padam ashnute. This ashnute comes padam apnoti, parama padam tad Vishnu, paramam padam apnoti, Kathopanishad. So apnoti, ashnute means attainment, etc. Well, wahi parama pada paega, that is also one bhajan. Parama pada paega, you will attain that parama padam, is claiming. Attaining is claiming. Because of ignorance and misconception, I was not basically claiming. Now I have started claiming. That's it. Whatever you really, the most valuable thing in life is claiming. Nothing is to be bought. Nothing is to be put effort. To sustain life, you put effort. That's fine. That's fine. You earn money, get bread, and etc. That's fine. But really speaking, the most valuable thing, you have to simply claim. Puja Swami used to say, the most beautiful types of joy in the life are really not bought at all. not bought at all. Yeah, seeing a star and seeing a moon, the full moon, and seeing a ocean and even the shore of the ocean in full moonlight. My God, all this so-called aesthetic pleasures in life, they are simply, one can gain it by being together. That's it. All these are there around you, but your mind is so preoccupied and conflict. You have a conflict with yourself. You don't have a conflict with anybody else. You have basically conflicts with yourself. And when you have a conflict, when you are split, you cannot enjoy anything in life. And therefore, to enjoy, well, things are already there. Anyway, just this is by the way. So when Turiyam Padam comes, I literally jump into that. So Ashnute, so he claims it now. He owns. But Swamiji, I want to claim, but I could not claim. Then that's how the process of Nididhyasanam is given. The process of Nididhyasanam is to claim the reality, the fact. So that understanding alone is called attainment of Turiyam. And that is explained. Tada, Bhashyakara says, so Turiyam Padam Ashnute, that part, right, of the Karika, has been explained. Tada, Ubhaya Lakshanam Bandhanam Tatra Pashyan, Turiye Nishchito Bhavati. Bhashyakara, he makes sure that we don't take anything like really gaining something, etc. So moksha is really not to be gained, is to be claimed. Tada means at that time, when you understand this, when you understand the mithyatvam of this, understand as a adhyaropa, jnana kale means prabodha kale, basically, ubhaya lakshanam bandharupam, ubhaya lakshanam, anyatha grahana lakshanam, agrahana lakshanam, bandharupam, basically, the tatra apashyan, I'm sorry, I said tatra pashyan means tatra apashyan. Tatra means turiye. In turiya, in adhishthanam, these two things are not there. They are false, basically. They are false. They are superimposed upon that. Either as a prajna or either as a vishwataijasa. Tatra apashyan, in turiye, in adhisthana turiyam, both are absent. Apashyan. Turiye nishchito bhavati. Person is very clear now regarding turiya. That's called claiming, attaining. Now let's go to the very next Karika, which is very, very popular. Bhashyakara quotes it several times, right? And we also quoting. Now we will study that particular Karika with the Bhashyam. Anadi Mayaya Suptaha Yada Jiva Prabudhyate Ajamanidrama Swapnam Advaitam Budhyate Tada. Anadi Mayaya Suptaha. Now we know, of course, a lot of things we have discussed. So Anadi Maya, because of this Anadi Maya. What is Anadi Maya? Ignorance plus misconception, right? These two only are there. So both of them are what? Anadi. Both of them are beginningless. Never say, oh, both of them are. Means both of them exist from beginningless time. Gone. Both of them exist from beginningless time. Brahman exists from beginningless time. Maya exists from beginningless time. Definitely duality. Definitely duality. So this is which is we say like that. That's fine. You can continue to say, but understand one exists. One is simply adhyaropa. That's it. One is adhyaropa. Even though we say Maya exists from beginningless time, Maya is there from beginningless time, Jiva is there from beginningless time, Ishvara is there from beginningless time, Karana Sharira is there from beginningless time. Is there. Really, that is Brahman. Therefore, so this is how it has been understood. This is how Adhyaropa is understood as a mixture of Satya-mithya. That is very beautifully explained in Vedansara. Anyway, so Anadi Maya means from beginningless time, let's say that. which is not, which is really not there. Because if beginning is not there, if beginning is not there, if anything has a beginning, means it is really there. If you say something has begun, means now it is there, means it is certain reality. But the beginningless means which is really not there. Whose beginning is not there means which is really not there. That's it. You have to understand it as Adhyaropa. And Adhyaropa is a category which is like this, which is beginningless but which has an end. That's Adhyaropa. Which is beginningless and which is endless is Brahman. That's a reality. Because it cannot be negated. Which is beginningless means, you cannot negate. If anything begins means before that it was not. So that way you can negate. But beginningless means, you cannot negate. And endless means again you cannot negate. And therefore definitely that is real. But which is beginningless but which is having an end, that is Adhyaropa. That is Maya or Vidya, etc. Or Adhyasa also. So this is how it is, their forms. Anadi Maya. So this is, if you really want to see this, you will find in a Vivek Chudamani very beautifully explain all these things, beginningless, etc. with the example of a rope snaking. The verse number I don't remember right now, I think 217 or something. Don't take it that Swamiji is telling correct. I just say out of my poor memory, it's a 217 or 16 or something. So around that, those verses discusses this, what is this mithya? What is Adhyaropa? Okay, so Anadi Mayaya, we are just seeing the gist of the verse. So Anadi Mayaya Suptaha Yada Jivaha. So Anadi Maya, Anadi Kalataha. Well, because of the ignorance alone, the Turiya is called now Jivaha. Jiva is Turiya only, but because of Anadi Maya. So Anadi Maya Tritiya is a hetu to indicate a reason why Turiya is Jiva. Anadi Maya. Ignorance and Adhyasa, misconception. Agranam, Anyatha Granam. Karya, Karana. Nidra, Sapna. Either of. You can take anyone. Let the Bhashyakara says one thing. You can take it in different way. Understanding they are all synonyms. So Prabudhyate Yada Jivaha Anadi Maya Suptaha. He is basically sleeping. And we'll see that. Suptaha Yada Jivaha Prabudhyate. Well, he wakes up now. And here in waking up, you know very well, this is a spiritual awakening basically, which is nothing but Jnanam. Yes, Sakshat Kurute Prabodha Samaye. There also, Prabodha Samaye. Jagarita Sthane, Jagarita Samaye. So, Swatmanam evam Advayam Dakshinamurti Stotra. So he recognizes I am Turiya. And for that Turiya, Yada Jivaha Prabudhyate, he understands I am Turiya now. He wakes up. He is awakened to himself. Then, the Visheshanas for the Turiyam has been given in the second line. What? 4 descriptions are there. Ajam, Anidram, Aswapnam, Advaitam. Anidram. Turiya is Anidram. Turiya is free from Nidra. Nidra means sleep. Sleep means now you can extend. Nidra means sleep. Sleep means ignorance or Karana Shariram. So Turiya is basically free from ignorance or Turiya is free from Karana Shariram. Karana Sharir Rahitam, we can say. And Aswapnam, without dream, Turiya is free from dream. And in Mandukya, all this dream means Turiya is free from misconception. Both. We have 2 dreams, right? One is a short dream, other is a long dream. Jagarita Sthanam, etc. So Aswapna means free from misconceptions, free from superimpositions, So we can say free from Sukshma Sharira. So free from Sapna means free from Sukshma Sharira. So Anidram means free from Karana Sharira. This is a way of saying. And Aswapnam means free from Sukshma Sharira. Ajam, free from Janma. And Janma generally associated with the gross body. And therefore, Ajam means free from Sthula Sharira. Therefore, you can understand now. So, Ajam, Anidram, Aswapnam indicates free from Sthula Sharira, free from Karana Sharira, free from Sukshma Sharira. Sthula Sukshma Karana Sharira Rahitam Aham Turiyam. That's called waking up. I have woken up to myself. I am, right? So I know the reality of myself now. So here Ajam means free from body, etc. So it doesn't mean the body disappear. There Jnani understands that body is mithya. This is Jivan Mukta. Therefore, well, he understands the body, etc. is mithya. All the three bodies are mithya. Atmanam chid vijaniyat ayam asmiti purushah kimichan kasya kamaya shariram anusanjvaret. Right? Beautifully, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad said, which has been analyzed in the whole chapter in Panchadashi. I think chapter 7 or something. Atmanam chit vijaniyat. I think more than 200 verses to explain this much one mantra of the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Atmanam chit vijaniyat ayam asmi. If one comes to know this Atma, how? Aham ayam asmi. I am this aparoksha Atma. I am this Kevala Chaitanyam. I am just merely a consciousness which is adhishthanam for all the three states, or ahankara, Vishwataisa Prajna, either way. I am asmi Purushaha. Purushaha Atmanam Vijaniyat. A Purusha, the person, the seeker comes to know that Aham I am asmi, I am that Purusha, I am that Atma. Kimichan. Now what kama, what desire he will have, because he knows he is everything. He is the essence of everything. That's how word Tattvam is there. Tattvam. Tvam means ness. Madhuratvam, sweetness. Right? Lavanatvam, saltness. Shrotratvam, so hearingness, etc. Drashtutvam, so seeingness. Stvam, Tattvam. This Atma is basically the ness of Tat, ness of everything. Tat means any, that means any object. So Atma is basically the ness, the essence of everything. That's how Shrotrasya Shrotram. The ear this is called ear because it has earness. That earness is Atma. Atma lends earness to the ear, therefore Shrotrasya Shrotram. Atma lends the eye-ness to the eye, therefore eye is able to see. So that is how Chakshushash Chakshuhu. So Shrotrasya Manaso Manaha. Atma is basically lending the mindness to the mind, thinking, etc. So that is how mind means which is able to think, etc. So well, that thinking capacity, the ness, manasatvam, is Atma. So that is indicated by the second word, Manaso Manaha. The mind has a mindness, manasatvam. That is Atma. So that is how Tattvam. Tvam is indicating ness. That's in Sanskrit. Tvam indicates Tvam is added. Tvam is added to any word to give a abstract sense. So Madhuraha means sweet. Madhuratvam, sweetness, etc. Like that. So anything has certain ness, like Purushatvam, human being, Purushatvam. So that Purushatvam, in the Purusha, the human, is basically Atma. Therefore I can say, Manushasya Manusyaha. It's not required, but I can say that. The liver has a liverness. That is Atma. So that's how it is. So liver, it's a liver of the liver, and the body of the body, and the eye of the eye, and the mind of the mind, and the breath of the breath, and like that. You can say everything. So everything has a essence which we express by ness. In Sanskritam we express by tvam, and tvam of that tat. So tattvam, that is Atma. So ajam anidram aswapnam sthula sukshma karana sharira rahitam turiyam. Once you understand, then that jiva is now, the ahankara is now awake to his own reality, that I am not a ahankara. I am ahankara and I am not ahankara. This is how it is. I am ahankara, I am not ahankara. Yeah. There is a part, there is no part. This is how it is. So once you understand the reality, mastani sarva bhutani nacha mastani bhutani. Yeah, that's not contradiction. The teaching is through this kind of a contradiction, so-called contradiction. This is real, not contradiction. Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagati, yasyam jagati, etc., etc. All this, there are so many places. Okay, now let's go to Bhashyam. Yaha ayam samsari, you can see on page 60, line number 6, the para is first, the para is there. Yoyam samsari jivaha saha ubhaya lakshanena tattva apratibodha rupena bijatmana अन्यथा ग्रहण लक्षणेन च अनादिकाल प्रवृत्तेन माया लक्षणेन स्वापेन मम अयं पिता पुत्रः अयं नप्ता क्षेत्रं गृहं पशवः अहम् येषां स्वामी सुखी दुःखी क्षयितः अहम् अनेन वर्धितः अनेन इत्येवं प्रकारान् स्वप्नान् स्थानद्वयेपि पश्यन् सुप्तः. In this big sentence, the basic sentence is this: Yoyam samsari jivaha saha suptaha. Right? Anadi mayaya suptaha yada jivaha. So who is that jiva? Who is suptaha? Yaha ayam samsari jivaha saha suptaha. Now in between all this is there. Why this is called suptaha, why is a samsari, etc. has been explained in between this. This is a basic sentence. Yoyam samsari jivaha saha suptaha bhavati. This is a basic sentence. Okay, let's see now. So saha suptaha. So this is in the last line. The saha in the first line, the suptaha in the later. Saha suptaha. Jiva is sleeping, eternally sleeping, anadi maya. So he is having a ignorance. Ignorance is anadi, and therefore he is sleeping. He is having this ignorance of oneself. Mula vidya, you can say. So this sleep has engulfed him. And what type of a sleep? Anadi kala pravruttena maya lakshanena suptena. So because of the sleep which is called maya, which is anadi kala pravruttena, which has been existing from beginningless time. And now you can understand that existence very well. I don't want to go again. So anadi kala pravruttena maya lakshanena suptaha. So this is there. So which exists from beginningless time. This jiva is sleeping. It's ignorance. Anadi kala pravruttena jivaha suptaha. That's the sentence now. So now, so this sleep basically contains, because in a Karika just supta has been said, but there are actually two things, right? One is a sleep and other is a dream, right? Karana is there, Karyam also is there. Ignorance is also there and misconception is there. So we have to take both. Bhashyakara takes both. Suptaham is sleeping. But here, in sleep, dream also comes and again goes to sleep. So we have to cover both. So sleep consists of two versions. One is self-ignorance, second is self-misconception. So, and already we know that. He is just consolidating. Ubhaya lakshanena. So Maya consists of these two versions, two forms. What is first form? Tattva Bhashyakara says Tattva apratibodha rupena. Rupena, which is in the form of Tattva apratibodha, Tattva agrahanam, ignorance of oneself. One doesn't know, right now, both are there in Vishwa, the waker. Where you are Brahman, somebody says me that you are Brahman, well, no. If I tell you are Brahman, do you know? He says, no, I don't know that I am Brahman. So definitely there is a Tattva apratibodha is there. And definitely we take, other than misconception also, is that I am a waker, I am a dream, I am a human being, I am this, that, etc. I am sannyasi, etc. also is there. I am a small dot in this big world, right? This is so Vedantic perception is that I am the one in which the world is a dot, but I carry in the waking state what? I am the dot in this infinite universe. Where Vedanta says you are infinite in which the world is simply a dot. The whole world, universe is just a dot. Bapre. So that in the Purusha Suktam it has all come. This Maya and its Karya is just a one pada. Out of four padas, this is just one pada. Maya ekam shena sthito jagat. Bhagavan also said, Maya ekam shena sthito jagat. Jagat sthitah ekam shena. So don't think that just one quarter except. But it shows that you are infinite. And basically the world is a dot in you. World doesn't exist independent of you, and therefore, but anyway, you basically reside in your own glory, which is infinite. Svemahimni tishtati. So this indicates so tattva pratibodha. I am Brahman, I am infinite. I just do not know. Every day they found new galaxies. Again, finding galaxy means in which there are thousands of solar systems and whatnot. Oh, they say now this is a galaxy, and then and certain light years away there is another galaxy, and then there is a certain light years away. Light years also means, my God. And in that there is a third galaxy and fourth galaxy, and that is there are infinite galaxies spreading all over the universe. So we feel that at this moment I feel universe is infinite, and then who am I in this world where this whole America will be even a dot, not even a dot, will be a pixel or what? In that the Pennsylvania, in that Cyrosburg, in that the whole ashram, and in that one room, and in that also in one chair. My God, Swami, I am really a dot in the entire, even cannot be said dot, but let's say, they say even solar system has no existence in this universe. That is a dot. Solar system, which Voyager took several years to go beyond, with a speed of 60,000 miles per hour. It took several years. Just now, before few months or few days only, it crossed the solar system. The Voyager they launched, I think, in 1976 or something, 77. And with that speed, it just crossed solar system. Now, after many years, decades. And there is one solar system, there are several solar systems, and that is in one galaxy, and like that there are many galaxies. And Vedanta perception is you are Brahman. You are infinite. So basically the ignorance is there. Definitely, I am this. Misconception also is there. So, tattva apratibodha rupena, in the form of this tattva pratibodha, ubhaya lakshanena, Bhashakara says, Maya, anadi Maya means ubhaya lakshanena, यह संसारी जीव सह उभयलक्षणेन तत्व अप्रतिबोध रूपेण बीजात्मना. One more word, बीजात्मना. Bijatmana means what? Well, basically, which is in the form of bija, which is in the form of a seed, which is in the form of a karana. Which is in the form of a mula vidya. And further it says anyatha grahana, because ubhaya lakshanena, in the form of both. Maya is in the form of both, which is anadi, which is in the form of both. So one is told tattva apratibodha rupena lakshanena. So or bijatmana, which is in the form atmana here means bijatmana means bija rupena. Don't think atma means here they are talking about Sachidananda. Bija rupena, which is in the form of a bija, which is in the form of karana, which is in the form of ignorance. Mula vidya. That is one. But ubhaya means that second should be there, and that is anyatha grahana lakshanena anadikala pravuttena maya lakshanena swapena. Maya lakshanena goes with both. Ubhaya lakshanena, and that is which is maya lakshanena, which is in the form of a tattva pratibodha, as well as now anyatha grahana lakshanena. Anyatha grahana lakshanena also we know that Bhashakara is explaining further there. So, which is in the form of a swapna, anadi, nidra and swapna, both, ubhaya lakshanena. So, anyatha grahana lakshanena, swapena. Anyatha grahana lakshanena, swapena. Swapena means swapnena, which is in the form of a dream also. So, words are here and there, but you should connect it. So, ubhaya lakshanena, that is one. So, in that first is tattva apratibodha rupena bijatmana. One is over. Both the things we should include in the maya, which is anadi. So, one is this. And then anyatha grahana lakshanena swapena means sapnena. That's another one. That is called anadikala pravuttena maya. Anadi maya is equal to anadikala pravuttena maya lakshanena. That is been explained like in this two by lakshanena. And what is this anyatha grahana lakshanam? Well, I am mama pita. Well, this is my father. So once you think that you are an individual jiva, then definitely that is the ahankara. And once ahankara rises, means mamakara also will be there. So Shankaracharya ji gives a list. So I am mama pita. This is the first mamakara. This is my father. I am mama putraha. This is my son. So all the three generations are covered. The previous generation, I am mama pita. I am mama putraha, next generation, and myself. So three generations are covered as a mamakara, which is born of ahankara. What is ahankara? This is me. This is me. I am this. Right? That is adhyasa. Born of what? Self-ignorance. And what is its beginning? There is no beginning at all. Anadi kala. Kala pravuttena. Which is there from the beginningless time. Okay. Then further it says, I am napta. I am napta. Oh, this is my this is a great grandson. This is great grandson. And so definitely you have to add in between grandson also. Pautra. I am pautra or mama pautra. This is my grandson. I am mama napta. This is my great grandson. So pita. I am mama pita. I am putra. This is my son. This is my pautra. This is my grandson. This is my great grandson. Vyasam Vashishta Naptaram Shakte Pautrama Kalmasham Vagere. That is there in is a verse. Vyasam Vashishta Naptaram. Vyasa is a Naptaram, great grandson of a Vasishta. Anyway, so 4 generations. And then once you introduce your family, then what you require? Kshetram. Well, basically, you need a land, gruham. You need a home also for your family. So kshetram means a land, real estate, you can say. This Swamiji says, this Puja Swamiji, well, used to joke that this is ever silver. What is ever silver is never silver, actually. Same way, this is my real estate. So this is real estate is really not real. Okay, so this is unreal estate. Anyway, so this is so then Pashavaha. Look at that. What it says is so once you have, this is Maya. Once you have ignorance means it is not really Anadikala, but since you have ignorance, misconceptions are also there. In a waking state, all these misconceptions, this is my father, this is my home, or I need a home, I need a real estate, some property, this, that. Pashavaha, in those days, that was a dhanam, wealth. So basically, varieties of the pashus, wealth, etc. So Pashavaha, aham esham swami, look at that. So I am owner of all of them, I belong to them, they belong to me. So basically I have Turiya. There is nothing other than me, right? Advaitam, it is going to say it. It is going to be said. So Advaitam, there is no second thing at all. Therefore I am Asanga basically. No. I belong to them, they belong to me, I am their Swami, etc. etc. This is all Sasanga. Asanga has become Sasanga. Asanga has not become Sasanga. Misconception. Remaining Asanga, having an error that I am Sasanga. Bas. And this is how Janma after Janma after Janma after Janma. Sangha with the body also. Yeah. Sangha with the body. But Swamiji, Sangha has arisen, right? No. Only error. I am body. I am this. Or this is my body. Association. An association with the son, daughter, this, that, etc. Father, mother. Association with the real estate. Association with the wealth. Association with the home. Mamakara. My home. This is. I am Ahamesham Swami. Prashakara says. I am a Swami of that. I am owner of that. So, this mamakara and asangatvam can never go together. Asangatvam means asambaddham. Unconnected. That's it. Unconnected. Mamakara indicates connection. Relationship. So, nirmamo nirahankaraha. Right? Bhagavan explained, nirmamaha, nirahankaraha. Mamakara is not there, ahankara, etc. is not there. I am not Vishwatejas Prajna, they are unreal. And once you are connected to them, Ahamesham Swami, when you say, then their ups and downs becomes your ups and downs. And therefore, well, I, the Turiya Chaitanya, really never have any ups and downs. But I have that error, I am undergoing ups and downs. In the form of what? Sukhi, Bhashakara says. That's ups and down. Aham dukhi. And then aham anena kshayitaha. Well, because of this event, I have become the share markets, etc. So share market goes up, then varditaha. I gained. share market goes down. I lost, etc. So loss and gain also you associate with it. So kshayitaha. I am lost. I had a big loss. And aham varditaha. I gained. I got a big profit, etc. Bullish and bearish, etc. Look at this samsara. Just committing error. You remain Turiya Adhishthanam. Nothing has happened. Even when you say all this, that I am lonely, I am this, I am that, right? Nothing has happened. But you feel that that's your reality. You have undergone ups and downs, etc. Ityevam prakaran sapnan. So Shankaracharya says, Ityevam prakaran swapnan. All these are nothing but dreams. Long. Because this kind of things you say in a waking state. Which is swapna, we have seen. Why swapna? Projections. So one is short dream, right? So this kind of thing you may say even in a dream, that our dream, right? Our dream is that is swapnavastha. There also you can say all these kind of things, but that is short. But in a waking also you say, and every day you say, and janma after janma you say. Therefore, long dream. But why do you call dream? Projections, adhyasa, misconception. Short-term dream, misconception. Long-term dream, because misconception. You are turiya. So anyway, so ityevam prakaran swapnan pashyan. So this kind of a dream is experiencing, long or short. Suptaha. Well, so this person continues in sleep. Sapna never comes because without sleep. So this he remains he remains asleep. Anadimaya jivaha suptaha. And after taking like several janmas and several bodies, perhaps he gets an opportunity. Prabhutyate yada. This yada is a big thing. Yada. Yada includes aneka janma samsiddha. Tato yati param gati. Right? Aneka janma samsiddha. After many janmas. Yeah. Yada. So after janma, remaining asleep and dream, jivaha suptaha jivaha prabudhyate. He got a body where he can wake up, and that is manushya. Manushyatvam mumukshutvam yada Mahapurusha samshaya, etc. So he gets a human birth. He can wake up in this with the help of a teacher and Shastra, Mahavakya. And and therefore one gets a chance to get up. Either from the standpoint of a science, either from the standpoint of a Shastra. Human birth is an accident. Why do I say accident? Swamiji, it is not accident. Yeah, karma law is there. But why I call accident? Because to get human birth in this so many shariras, my God, so many aquatic animals and so many types of insects and so many types of varieties in the trees and shrubs and so many types of animals and all gross bodies, right? All jivas. To get a human body is accident. Rarest of the rare. So therefore, Manushyatvam, Mahapurusha, Samshaya, Durlabhatvam. Manushyatvam, these three things are Durlabha. Manushyatvam, Mumukshutvam, etc. Anyway. So, Ayam Samsari Jivaha Saha Suptaha is the main sentence. In between we saw all these things also. Now, Bhashyakara says further, Yada Vedantartha Atatva Vignena Paramakarunikena Guruna Nasevam Tvam Hetu Phalatmakaha Kintu Tattvasi Yati Pratibodhyamanaha Tada Evam Pradipubudhyate. So it has been explained. Yada Jivaha Prabudhyate, that part Bhashyakara explains. Yada. Yada means because of that some punya, etc. Not just in one life, but punyam in several lives, etc. So, pratibodhyamanaha. So, this jiva basically pratibodhyamanaha. Pratibodhyamanaha means, well, he is fortunate enough which is to be taught by the teacher, etc. That is Paramakarunikeena Guruna, etc. And it is been taught there. Vedantartha Tattva Abhignena means the one who clearly knows this, the teacher. So yada means when some punya arises of this jiva, samsari, yaha ayam samsari jiva saha suptaha yada prabudyate. So that because of this punya, etc. Well, Paramakarunikeena Guruna Vedantartha Tattva Abhignena. So that this guru who knows, clearly knows this tattva, completely knows the tattva. Tattva means here the Turiya, the Brahman. Vedantartha, which is basically the artha, the purport of the Vedanta Shastra, indicates what? Vedantartha tattva abhignena Guruna. It's an adjective to Guruna. This guru who is abhigna, who is a master of understanding the purport of the Vedanta. So indicates a Shrotriyatvam, right? Etc. Vedanta Vijnana Sunishitartha Sannyasa Yoga, etc. etc. So Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guruna. So Brahmanishtatvam is to indicate that Guru must know what he is teaching, etc. Shrotriya means he should know the method of communicating. Vedanta Shastra introduces several methods of communication, like Avasthatraya, etc., Panchakosha Viveka, etc. All these methods he knows. So that is a Shrotriyatvam. Anyway, further we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Whether our